Hello, my name's Mel, welcome to my world, and for those of you that are new to my channel, it's all about self-built camper vans and camper van related stuff. So if that's something that interests you, then please do consider subscribing to my channel. Now today is March the 17th, it's a Wednesday, so this is Waffle on a Wednesday. So what's so significant about March the 17th? Well, let me tell you, as of today, you can officially buy a Jackery power station in the UK. How brilliant is that? I've been after one of these for years, so when they sent me an email and said, do you want to do a product review of our Jackery power station? I was like, hell yeah, why not? Let's do it. And even more so, in their email, because at first I was a bit dubious, I thought, do I really want to do another product review on my channel? Because I did make the conscious decision a little while ago that I wasn't going to do any more product reviews. But come on, this is a Jackery, right? And also, they know that I'm a massive fan of the Poweroak. And I'll read this part of this email out, because this is what got me, this is what tipped the balance for me to do this. So let me just put my glasses on. So I'll just put my glasses on and I'll read out what they said. This is part of the email. I saw that you reviewed the 500 watt hour power station of Poweroak a few days ago, so I'm writing to kindly ask if you would be interested in reviewing our solar generator product for camping and outdoor van life, and maybe make a comparison. Now that's pretty brave, because I'm a big fan of the Poweroak, so for Jackery to ask me to compare their product to the Poweroak, I think that's got to be worthy of a review. So that's what this video is all about. I'm going to do a review of the Jackery power station. So let's get it out of the box and have a quick look at it. Now I almost forgot to mention that they are offering a 20% discount off the price of these if you buy them through Amazon, and I will put a link in the description of this video. I mean 20%, that's massive, that is a massive saving. We'll talk about price later on. So yeah, these do represent quite good value for money. So that's one bonus, I suppose. Let's have a look what's in here. Right, charging cables, there we go. Nice little bag for the charging cables, keep your cables nice and neat. So there we have it, there's a household plug on there, so that's to charge it in your house. And you've got another charge cable for your cigarette lighter socket. That's quite substantial, that's a lot chunkier than the Poweroak one. That's my first impression anyway. Right, so look. Fairly well packed, I'd say. Oh, look at that, that's really nice. I mean, that just looks nice as well. It does look nice. So let's take a real close look at the front screen of this. We've got our input jack, this is for charging. You can use 12 volt, 240 volt and a solar panel to charge this, but more about the solar panel later. Now also on our outlet side of things, we've got a 12 volt DC outlet, USB outlets and 240 volt. Now the 240 volt has a 500 watt pure sine wave inverter. 500 watts from this tiny little thing. Oh, it's got a little light on the front. Oops, sorry about that. Makes a bit of a, yeah. Don't know if I like that too much. Should show you the display, shouldn't I, really? There's a display there. It tells you what the state of charge is on the battery, the percentage, and also when you plug something into it, it tells you the draw. So let's have a little look at that next. What can we plug into it to draw power from it? We think, oh no, I'll use my coffee machine. Let's put it to the test. Let's make a cup of coffee. Hang on, let me just get that out and set it up. Right, so I've got my coffee pot all set up. Now let's see if this if the Jackery can power my coffee pot. And this coffee pot draws a lot of power. Look at the thickness of that cable. It's I can't remember what the specifications are of the coffee pot, but I know it does draw a lot of power. So let's just plug this in and see what happens. Right, this is already switched on. You can see it's on. It's drawing 90 watts. 90 watts my coffee pot draws. There you go. It's working. Just light that up again. Yeah, 90 watts. And it's going. Right, now let's see what happens if I plug it into my Poweroak. Just turn that off. Turn that off. very light this is, and the cable's so thick it drags it around. I've got to be careful I don't knock it off the table. Right, let's turn it on. DC on. So this is the nice thing about the Jackery as well, is that each compartment has got its own switch above it, like these 3 compartments, whereas the Poweroak you've got the 2 switches down here, DC and AC. So the DC switch does the 12 volt and the USB. Right, so that's switched on. Let's turn this on, see what happens. It's tripped out, it says error 27. So the Poweroak won't run my coffee pot. That's no good, is it? Right, let's leave this plugged into the Jackery then. Just switch that off again. Let's see if it actually runs it. I wonder if the Jackery can actually handle this. Let's turn that on. Starts off with 1 watt, then goes up to 90. Well, it's 85 now. 90. There you go, 90 watts that's drawing. Let's see if it actually works, see if it does run, see if this will carry on and boil this up, because that does take a lot of power. It's a pretty good test. And the Poweroak failed it. That is surprising. Right, I'll leave the camera on and I'll just fast forward this to see how this works. So here's something that may interest you. It's drawing 90 watts. So if we do 90 watts, divide that by 12 volts, equals 7.5 amps. So that's how many amps my coffee pot is drawing, 7.5. And the DC outlet, according to Jackery, is 10 amps. So it should handle it quite well. Now the DC outlet on the Poweroak is also 12 volts and 10 amps. So the Poweroak should be able to handle my coffee pot, and yet it doesn't. So that's quite interesting. Very interesting. Just thought I'd share that with you. It's working. It's actually working. Hang on. Let's get this right. Yep. There we go. It's worked. It's made me a coffee. You can see the steam coming off of that. So thumbs up to Jackery for making me a coffee. Switch that off. And it hasn't really drained the battery that much either, considering it's not fully charged. Oh, there's still water coming out. Cheers, Jackery. Oh, it's nothing like proper coffee in the morning. You can't beat it. Oh, that's strong as well. I better put that down, I'll be going hyper. Well, there you go. So let's get back to this. Never mind the coffee. I had a quick look at the manual whilst this was brewing, and it turns out these smaller 12 volt sockets are actually 7 amps. So these are 7 amps. This is 10 amps. On the Poweroak you've got only 3 amps, and whether or not this is 10 amps is a little bit dubious, because this couldn't take 7.5 amps from this. So you should be able to take it should be able to draw 120 watts. Yeah, 12 times 10, 120. But this went up to 90. So the Jackery wins on that side of things. And I've had another little bit of done a bit of research while this was boiling. The battery inside the Poweroak is only 11 point something volts, but the battery in the Jackery is 24 something volts. So maybe that's why the 12 volt socket doesn't quite work as well in the Poweroak. Bit disappointing for Poweroak, and a bonus for the Jackery, I think. Right, now let's talk about the solar panel. Now let's take a look at the solar panel that Jackery sent me. It's quite a nice looking bit of kit. It folds in half. It's an 18 volt 100 watt solar panel. It's held together with these rather strong magnets, so there's no nasty clips or anything like that. You just simply pull it apart, and hey presto, one solar panel. And I've got some leaflets in here. Oh yeah, it's worth a mention that this actually comes, well, not only the solar panel but the power pack as well, comes with a 2-year warranty. And if you fill out this card, from what I can make out, you get an extra 12 months warranty, so that's 3 years in total, I believe. I'll have to look more into that, but yeah, if it does come with a 3-year warranty, that's pretty good too. I mean, I don't know fairer than that really. So there we go. Now I'm 6 foot, so I'll give you an idea of the size of this. It's probably about 3 foot long, I guess. So it's not too big, it's not overly, I mean, that'll probably fit in the windscreen of my van. I could probably put that on my dashboard and have it inside the van, stop any little urchin nicking it. Let's have a look what's in the packet, in the pouch. Cables, I'd imagine. Yeah, so there's your charge cable. This simply plugs straight into the back of your, or sorry, into the front of your Jackery power pack. It's also got these rather handy USB charging ports as well, built into the solar panel, so you could probably charge your mobile phone directly from this. Now that's got to be the world's largest mobile phone charger. Now unfortunately it's quite an overcast day, so it would be pretty unfair of me to set this up and try it out on a day like today. But what I will do later on, I'll do a comparison video. I'll set the Jackery up and the Poweroak, I'll put them side by side in a nice sunny field somewhere, and I'll do a proper comparison video. I'll compare the two together to see how they fare, and you can make up your own mind which one's better for you. Right. Let's talk about the pricing. So let's talk about cost, shall we? Now, a lot of people in the past have said to me these power packs are quite expensive, but if you break down the individual components that are in these and buy those components separately, I think you'll find they do represent quite a good value for money. After all, you've got a lithium-ion battery in here, you've got an MPPT charge controller, and if you use your 12-volt charge socket from your cigarette lighter, that kind of replaces your split charge relay. And not only that, you've got a 500-watt inverter built into this as well, and on top of all of that, it's completely portable. You can take this from one vehicle to another. You can even use it in a tent if you wanted to. Yeah, and I really think that camping this year, this summer, people are going to be doing a lot more camping because of the pandemic. Less people are going to be going abroad. A lot of people are going to be doing a stay vacation in the UK, so yeah, I think there is a market for these, I really do. Now, price. Now, Jackery are offering a 20% discount to mark the launch of their products in the UK, but you need the code Jackery 2021, and I'll put all this in the description of this video. I will put all these details down below. Now, the original price of this is $529.99, but with the discount they're $423.99. Yeah, crikey, so that's over £100 off. Not bad, not bad. Now the solar panel, that comes in at a staggering $259.99. That is quite expensive. I do think that's quite dear for a solar panel, but with the discount again, it comes down to £207.99. So just over 200 quid for a 100-watt solar panel. It's a little bit dear, Jackery. That is a little bit dear, I've got to say, for a solar panel. But when you combine the two things together, that's pretty much your whole kit. That's all you need. That's going to take care of all your powering needs when you're outdoors doing all those outdoor activities. Well, there you go. I will put everything in the description of this video. If you do like this video, then please do give me the thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Ta-da for now. I had to try it just to see what would happen. This isn't in direct sunlight. This is in a pretty overcast day, but look at that. I'm getting 4 watts. It might take a while to charge, but at least it's charging.